Your manager says, update it soon.
Okay, I'll guess. Ask, do you mean the slides or the full launch kit?
It prevents rework. English Mastery Buddy. Final challenge, clarify. Monday morning. Maya is finishing a client summary that is due tomorrow. Can you update the launch materials soon? Daniel walks toward another meeting before giving more detail. Launch materials could mean the slides, email, product sheet, or everything. Soon could mean before lunch, today, or before Friday's launch. If Maya guesses, she may spend hours on the wrong files. Professional clarification is not a confession of weakness. It protects the result. First, identify the thing you must produce. Do not ask a huge question like, "What do you want me to do?" Offer two likely choices so your manager can answer quickly. Which exact output does Daniel need?
Just to make sure I understand, would you like me to update the slides or the full launch kit?
Please update the slides. The other materials are already approved. Just to make sure I understand softens the question without apologizing. Slides or full launch kit makes the scope visible. A manager asks you to prepare the meeting notes. You see both a short summary and a full transcript. Ask which one is needed.
Just to make sure I understand, would you like a summary or a full transcript?
Now Maya knows the output, but update is still unclear. Does Daniel want new numbers, a new design, or a shorter message? Words like better and polished are not measurable by themselves. How can Maya discover the expected result?
What would a successful version include?
Use the new sales numbers, one customer story, and the approved message. Successful version focuses on the result, not every tiny instruction. Daniel's 3 requirements now give Maya a clear quality check. A coworker asks you to improve a weekly report. You do not know whether accuracy, detail, or length matters most. Ask one result-focused question.
What would a successful version include?
Soon creates pressure, but does not create a working plan. Maya needs time for Daniel to review the work before it is final. Ask for the first draft, not only the last possible deadline. What timing question supports review?
When do you need the first draft?
Send it by 2 today. I'll review it at 3. First draft sounds cooperative because it includes a review step. By 2 is now a deadline Maya can actually plan around. A teammate asks for a budget table as soon as possible. The table needs a review before the meeting. Ask for the useful working deadline.
When do you need the first draft?
Maya still has the client summary due tomorrow. Starting the slides now may delay that existing task. She should not silently choose which responsibility to drop. How can she make the trade-off visible?
Which should I prioritize, this task or the client summary?
Prioritize the slides. Finish the client summary tomorrow morning. Which should I prioritize asks Daniel for a business decision. It does not complain about workload or refuse the new task. You receive a data request while preparing a customer call. Both tasks seem urgent, but only your manager knows the business order. Now get one clear priority from your manager.
Which should I prioritize, the data request or the customer call?
Maya has heard several details in less than 1 minute. One small misunderstanding could still change the work. She should repeat the owner, action, output, and time. What is the complete next step?
Let me confirm the next step. I'll update the slides and send you a draft by 2.
Exactly. I'll review the draft at 3. Let me confirm signals that Maya is closing the conversation. The repeated action and time give Daniel one final chance to correct her. You agreed to revise the budget table before 4. Your manager will check it before the finance call. Confirm your next step in one sentence.
Let me confirm the next step. I'll revise the table and send it by 4. Just to make sure I understand, would you like me to update the slides or the full launch kit? What would a successful version include? When do you need the first draft? Which should I prioritize, this task or the client summary? Let me confirm the next step. I'll update the slides and send you a draft by 2.
The 5 jobs are deliverable, success, deadline, priority, and confirmation. Maya asked only what changed the work, so the conversation stayed short. Now both people can recognize the correct result. Slides only, with the new numbers and one customer story. Send the first draft by 2 and prioritize it over the summary. I'll review it with you at 3. Clear questions let Daniel make 3 useful decisions in seconds. Maya opens only the approved slide deck. She replaces the old numbers with the current sales figures. She adds one short customer story and keeps the approved launch message. Nothing is wasted on the email or product sheet. Noah checks the new sales totals against the source file. Maya reads the customer story aloud to test its clarity. The slides now match every success requirement Daniel named. She sends the first draft at 1:52. This is exactly the version I needed. Daniel changes one small heading and approves the message. The team avoids a late rebuild of the full launch kit. Maya returns to the client summary with a clear schedule. Without clarification, Maya might have rebuilt every launch file. She also might have delivered the slides after Daniel's review window. 5 short questions prevented both rework and a missed decision. The questions saved time because they focused only on facts that changed the task.
Sorry, I'm confused and I probably missed something.
A long apology makes the conversation about confidence instead of the work.
Just to make sure I understand.
Then ask the smallest question that changes your next action. Clarification should not feel like a long interview. Start with the deliverable because later questions depend on it. Ask the deadline and priority only when they affect your schedule. Close by repeating the plan instead of reopening the whole discussion. For a complex assignment, write the confirmed plan in the task record. Keep the note short: output, requirements, first draft, priority, and owner. This is not extra paperwork. It preserves the shared decision. Maya can now work independently without asking the same questions again. With a manager, offer choices and ask for the business priority. With a coworker, compare what each person understood and agree on ownership. With a client, confirm the expected outcome and delivery date. In every relationship, concise clarification protects trust. Now move to a different sales team. Daniel asks Maya to improve the quarterly update before tomorrow. Listen without captions and decide whether Maya guesses or clarifies. Notice the deliverable, standard, deadline, and next step.
Just to make sure I understand, do you want the slide deck or the written report?
The slide deck. Please add the renewal rate and one customer risk.
When do you need the first draft? Let me confirm. I'll send the updated slides by 10 tomorrow.
Choose the best answer now. A. She guessed and started every possible file. B. She confirmed the output, requirements, time, and action. C. She refused the task because the request was vague. The answer is B. Maya learned that Daniel needed the slide deck, not the report. She heard 2 success requirements and a first draft time. Her final confirmation made the work immediately executable. Use the complete skill in a new client demo task. Daniel says, Prepare the client demo for Friday and make it polished. You see an app walkthrough, a printed handout, and a sample product. After the prompt, clarify the task with no phrase choices. Prepare the client demo for Friday and make it polished. The app walkthrough and printed handout are not ready yet. I can practice with you Thursday afternoon. Clarify the complete task now. Your turn. Ask 5 short questions and confirm the plan.
Just to make sure I understand, would you like an app walkthrough or a full client demo kit? What would a successful demo include? When do you need the first practice run? Which should I prioritize, the walkthrough or the printed handout? Let me confirm the next step. I'll start with the walkthrough and practice it with you Thursday at 3.
The response separates one walkthrough from the larger demo kit. It asks what polished means and gets a useful practice deadline. It makes the walkthrough handout priority visible before work begins. If your response did those 5 jobs, you completed the task. First, confirm the deliverable. 2. Define the goal. Third, get the first draft deadline. Then set the priority and confirm the next step. Use this structure before you begin any unclear assignment. Which vague instruction do you hear most? Soon, better, or take care of it? Write one clarification question below. If this lesson helped, like and subscribe.